Hello, my name is Daniel Norton and I'm with HydraFiber. And today I'd like to talk to you and share some tips on using your pot filling equipment to fill flats as well as pots. Usually smaller size containers such as this 1006 pack tends to be more problematic than larger hanging baskets because it has a small opening and these cells are very deep. HydraFiber is a very structured raw material. It's very light and fluffy. And so what happens is when you drop the mix with HydraFiber into those small celled containers is it tends to create voids. And so the key is 1, compaction and compression, and 2, flowability out of the hopper. This is a typical pot filler, and I want to walk you through some of the steps that the tray or flat will go through as it gets filled. First, it will go under the opening where the mix will fall on top of the tray. We first recommend that you layer on top of the tray or pot being filled about a 2 to 3 inch layer. The next step typically is the tray will go underneath the plow. This will help level off the mix. One of the common issues that we've seen is that this plow is set too low. What happens when the plow is too low, it will start to actually rake the mix out of the cell. So having the plow lifted about 2 to 3 inches above the top of the flat is ideal. The next step is typically either an agitator or a roller. On this particular machine, we have an agitator. After it's gone under the plow, what we like to have is that agitator to be at the level of the flat or pot being filled. This helps compact the mix into those small cells very effectively. After that, there's a roller on this particular machine. In the roller, we recommend a similar setting. One thing that you might do is stagger step them. So first have the agitator set a little bit higher and then your roller set at the tray level. That way you have different stages of compression as the tray is going through the machine. Set your brushes as you normally would so that they clean off the top of the flats. Now, some customers have propellers on their machines. We found that propellers actually work really well with fill. What we found with the propeller, like the compactor wheels, is you want to set the top of those propellers so that they're on the tray, and you want to speed up the speed of the propeller as they turn because that really helps get the mix into the cells. All the steps that we talked about prior to this were all about compression. What we also suggest is this agronomic soil conditioner. What this soil conditioner does is it helps improve flow. As the soil falls out of the hopper, we want to have a water-like flow. We want to make sure that the mix is broken up and it's not falling in clumps on top of the tray. This is what allows those mixed particles to fall into the bottom of those flats very efficiently. What this soil conditioner does is it keeps the mix moving and flowing in a water-like fashion on top of the tray. The clumps are bad because when they fall on top of those small cells, they create those voids that you don't want. And when you go to water them in, those voids collapse in the cell, and then that's where you have your shrink.